What's going on, guys? Hi, Diamond. What's going on, Terrence? You guys know, you guys already know what we're here to do. You guys know who we're here to do it with, okay? And before we get into that, I want you guys to go ahead and comment, rate, share, and subscribe. If you are definitely new here, hit that notification bell so that you can keep up with all of the latest uploads from the kingdom, okay? Last night was an unexpected improv dialogue. I'm so glad that that conversation did so much for so many of you. I want to thank all of my contributors, all you guys who cash at me like crazy last night. God bless you, okay? For giving the kid a old nasty piece of coin, okay? So, you guys know I am a huge fan, okay, of this web series. Come on, Diamond. He's one of my favorite web series stars. Such a fucking gentleman, isn't he? And he's so fucking cute, okay? So we're gonna get all up in his business while he up on here, okay? You guys know, for those of you who don't know GSTATUS ATL Hustle, I need you guys to definitely, I've been telling y'all for like the past 3-4 reviews and interviews, go watch the show. I mean, the show is just really amazing. It's entertaining. I think that the ensemble cast is, Ja made very wise decisions. The dynamics between these guys are just really freaking incredible. So with no further ado, I want to introduce you guys to another one of my personal faves, Mr. Ike Chapman himself. How are you?
Last name and everything. What's up? What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you tonight?
I am lovely. It's been a really through the pandemic. Like, what are your spirits saying to you? What is Jesus saying to Ike Chapman? Like, you think this will be over soon, or?
Man, you know what? When I pray that he eradicates it fully. So I hope so. I asked one of my friends in the medical field recently, I said, when do you think that it'll be similar to normal? And he was like 2022. And in my head, I'm like, okay, well that's earlier than I thought. Like, because when you watch the CNN and stuff, it's like, damn, will this shit ever end?
Okay, so you said that was an earlier prediction. So what was your prediction?
I don't know. Like when I'm watching TV, it's just like it's gonna be an ongoing thing. It almost seems like it'll never end. But I hate
It never
to say
end.
it.
Yes. Okay, well, we're going to get into all that because I want to get into your quarantine life, what you've been doing to just stay mentally and emotionally grounded in all of this. For the people who don't know Ike, like, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, what land is native to you? Yeah, who is Ike Jr.?
Ike Jr. I'm just. It's crazy because I don't see myself how everybody else does. I'm just a small town boy, just a small town country boy. I'm from a very small town in Louisiana called Donaldsonville.
Shout out to Louisiana.
Period. You probably never heard of it, but we were the capital, 1830, 1831.
Wow.
First black mayor was the first black mayor in the United States. So we it's a historic town. But yeah, that's where I'm from. I was born in Baton Rouge, raised in Donaldsonville.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Baton Rouge has there's a lot of spiritual culture in Baton Rouge. Did you grow up Christian?
I did.
So what was it like growing up Christian in Baton Rouge? Like, is Baton Rouge as voodoo, hoodoo-ish as it's presented in media?
I don't know that side, but I know that it does exist heavy.
Okay.
I know more Orleans Parish. We have parishes, not counties, so more Orleans Parish than Baton Rouge Parish. But
okay.
Yeah, I grew up outside of Baton Rouge, so strictly Christian. Jesus.
Strictly Christian Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously you on a gay cast, so when did you first come to know your orientation, and what was it like growing up in the South and in the church being a queer male?
A queer male. Wow. You know what? I didn't know that I was attracted to anything other than girls until maybe 10th or 11th grade. So Yeah, it's crazy because I came out to my mom last year. Like we gonna get there. I'm trying to see how to build this story.
Yes.
I'm trying to build this shit up. Growing up in Donaldsonville, this is what Donaldsonville is.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it quacked like a duck and looked like a duck, it just like unless it had a wig on with makeup and dress, it wasn't identified as gay. Like gay does not exist in Donaldsonville.
Okay.
So
there's a very discreet community.
Very discreet community.
If it's like, there. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, even when I was growing up, it's not, you don't hear the conversation about that at all unless it's, you know, your homeboys saying some shit like, oh man, that's gay. Chill out, you gays, on some stuff like that. But I didn't find out that I was attracted to males until like 10th, 11th grade during the whole Yahoo Instant Messenger forum chat room days. You know what I'm saying? I be saying it happened by accident, and it just kind of followed me, and I became. It's
okay. So before we get any further into your business, parish, for those who don't know what that means in the context of Louisiana.
Oh, parish is a county. We have 64 of them. It's no difference. I just like to see that Louisiana is creative. I'm sure it happened around the Louisiana Purchase era, but there's literally no different. Like everybody else says counties, we're the only state that has parishes. 64 of them.
Okay, wow, okay. All right. So now back to your business. So you start getting a little mannish on the Yahoo Messenger. Like, I'm gonna need more details about what popped off on Messenger.
Dang, it's crazy because I've never shared this publicly, like this part of my life openly. Wow, this is the first. But yeah,
amen for the exclusive.
I was a part of I was in band. In high school, I was in a band. So what comes along with band is being like a part of many different forums online, and you know, you rep your band. We the baddest band in the land and stuff like that. And you meet different schools and different people from different organizations. So conversation would transition from there to like, you know, the Yahoo Instant Messenger, the AOL Instant Messenger, and I think somebody just started flirting with me. This was somebody I knew. Okay. I can't believe I'm talking about this. But, we were cool as fuck. Like, boy, was from Baton Rouge. And I think he just flirted with me and ended up getting my number. And, you know, I remember talking on the house phone back then. And I think he called me during the time. Oh, I remember. He called me during the time where I was in love with my best friend, who was a girl. And I think, like, my best friend didn't want to take it to she didn't want to take it to the next step because she didn't want to ruin the friendship. I got it. But the things I was saying to her, I think he started saying to me. And it felt good to get it in return. So I think I experimented. And next thing you know, we were just liking on each other, and I'm on GSTATUS.
Oh, GSTATUS. Wow. Okay. So around what age was that again?
This was around 15, 16.
Okay, 15, 16. 15,
16. And of course,
young man.
I went to college after that. And, I ended up touching. When did I first touch him? I can't believe I'm talking about this. I don't think it was. I was 18. I think the first time I, you know, explored sexually. And then when I went to, you know, I went to college, and that's when I discovered my tribe and figured out what the gay life was about, who I was, and what part it played just in the world.
Yes. Okay. So, well, you remind me a lot like me. I actually lost my virginity at 18. I was a late bloomer. I think a lot of that had to do with like growing up in the church and these conservative ideas around sexual purity. And so I was like, well, I'm not allowed to marry a man, but the least I can do is give my virginity away when I'm an adult. I think God to be satisfied with that. So I was in a relationship with like this older guy, and so it was, I had a nice experience. Now, I told you I'm getting your business. That's cool. What that means is your first time. What was that like? Not explicitly, but Did did you need a drink after your first time?
Let me say this. My first time, never talked about this. I feel like I was forced into my first time.
Okay.
Not in a way, like not rape like, but I didn't go over there for all that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to this guy, and I think he kind of preyed on me because, you know, this was somebody that was probably well versed in the community already. And look at me just barely knowing that I like boys. So went over there and, you know, I did some stuff. I didn't go over there for that though, but it wasn't I did feel like it was taken from me. My virginity was taken. And you know, that's something precious that you want to experience at the right time. It wasn't the right time.
Okay, so wait. So you don't consider it, you wouldn't say rape, but I guess you're saying it also wasn't like the ideal circumstance you would have wanted to have.
Right, I went along with it because it was happening.
Okay.
You know,
it was happening. Okay.
There were some feelings there, but I wouldn't say I wanted to have sex, but I think I was led into having it and not participated.
Okay. So did that put you on the defense when it came to men? Like, did it kind of like slow you down? Like, I don't know. I do like women. Maybe I should stick to what I know.
No, you know what? Thinking back on it is real awkward now, but I think in that moment, I just did not know what was happening. So I went along with it. That person transitioned to my boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
That got even more awkward. I wasn't expecting that left turn. Okay, so aggressive guy turns into boyfriend. So did he ever make up the first time? Did you finally get to have that real, genuine, intimate moment finally?
I gotta think about this shit.
How freaking long ago was this?
This was when I was 18, or I was either 17
Oh my goodness.
or 18. So over 40 years ago.
Jesus.
I don't even know. Like back
You don't even know. Okay.
Yeah.
How long were y'all together? Like, was this like a quick-lived relationship, or?
No, this boy followed me to college and everything. He came to Mississippi to college with me. And what's the question? How long?
Yes, how long ago was this?
And the crazy thing is,
how do you forget your first time, your first meal relate? Like, these are usually things that sit within like some treasure box in our hearts, and you've totally gone.
But you know, when it all goes bad, you try to forget all of that shit and move on. So the specifics and the details are really, really in the gray area right now. I don't know. All I remember is he followed me to college, and the first week he slept with his roommate.
Okay.
And that was the end of us. But then we were like on again, off. I was a confused little boy back then.
That sounds like a very interesting relationship, to say the least. So somebody asked about pansexuality. What would you describe pansexuality as? Because some people just immediately think of bisexual when they think of pansexual.
Yeah, somebody asked me about that today. My definition of pansexuality is not discriminating against anybody based on how they identify or how they present themselves. So whether that be a man, a woman, a transgender, you know, an androgynous boy.
Hello, God.
I'm attracted to everything. That's what I look at.
Well, we're going to get into some of your androgynous attractions, believe me. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, so pansexuality happens, but you're raised in the South, you're raised in the church. So when you realize I have some affinity toward males, did you ever have a conflict of faith? Was there ever like what to do with this in the context of my relationship to God, or
Many times.
many times?
I could
Tell us
remember.
about it.
Yeah, I could remember being in a relationship. See, I don't even know if to count these things as relationships back then. When
You can count them as relationships.
Okay, when you're so young.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I would go to church, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you would hear that message about repenting and homosexuality is the worst thing in the world. And I literally remember going home and be like, yo, you know, I can't do this no more. You know, I got to change my life.
Oh.
Yes, you taking me back to a place because I used to do that, and I've done that with more than one person.
Wow.
And multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So it was an ongoing battle. Then that mixed with having to hide this from my friends and family. It was just a whole bunch of shit, like internal confusion going on.
Mm-hmm. So was there? Okay, so what was the moment where you was able to reconcile it? What was the reconciling moment like when you realized I'm okay in God? I'm okay.
I'm okay. I think I had moments when I went to college. I moved out of Louisiana. I went to Jackson State, which was coincidentally maybe the gayest HBCU in the nation. You know what I'm saying? I went there. I kind of went there to kind of escape it, and it was waiting on me when I got there. So it's crazy. So I think just kind of making friends, right? Making friends, finding my tribe, listening to different people's experiences, hearing other people who were older than me explain God's unconditional love for us. I think it kind of made me adapt more to his love. So,
okay.
Yeah,
so
go ahead. Oh, you deep tonight. This is the first time.
look at you. You on Conscious TV platform. Because when you answered that, it almost sounded like there was a part of you that was like, that felt like I'm still kind of working on feeling okay in God.
No, today I'm completely sold out. Like
completely okay. So,
oh yeah, my relationship with God is personal and purposeful. I do believe that his love is unyielding, and I'm his child. So you know, nothing can separate us from the love of God. So
right. Okay. So before we move on from all the gay stuff, you also said that you recently just came out to your mom. So what inspired that, and what was that like?
Take a guess at what inspired it.
The show?
Yeah. Yes. Because but you know what? I use the show as a vehicle to help me come out.
Yes.
You know, because I was like, hold on now, I'm 32. Well, I was 31. And I'm like, why am I still hesitating when I post stuff on Facebook, preventing certain people from seeing it? Not
protecting other people.
Exactly. Not advocating for trans lives. When I hear Nigel Shelby committed suicide in Alabama for being himself, I can't even speak out about it because of what my people are thinking. I'm like, I'm too old for this. So I need to go on this show. And I'm like, once the show is out, it's out. I'm going to have to promote it. My cousins follow me. You know what I'm saying? Some of my uncle, aunt, some of them follow me. So I need to do it. So I dealt with it. It was literally on the day when we had to start the actual promotion, June 20th, 2020, 8 days before my birthday. And I actually did it on camera, but we didn't use that. We didn't use that. But
yeah, we're gonna talk about what they didn't use too.
Oh Lord. But yeah, I just had like, long story short, I told my mom, I was like, you know, hey, I don't know if you know or not, but I need to talk to you about something serious. And you know, at first when I did it, it was some pushback. It was just like, well, that's between you and God. You know, you got to answer for him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And my mom is really stern, so it was scary. Like I was like, well, no, I need a mother right now. Like I need to know. And when I explained to her that I don't think that, like, you didn't do anything wrong. You raised me perfectly. You raised me in righteousness and love. And I think that me loving people, regardless of their gender, is a reflection of how you raised me to love. You get what I'm saying? So by the end of the night, she was calling me a champion. And and she said that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Come on, mama.
I know it was the
Wow.
best feeling. She was like, "I'm sorry it
Yeah.
took so long for you to feel like this was a
Mm.
safe space, but I support you, and I think this is gonna bring us closer."
Hey man, my God, wow! Look, it's it's a shame that I have to use the word "you're lucky," but wow,
Oh,
wow.
what's your nutshell story? Why you saying like?
I mean,
Oh,
just from the context of a lot of growing up black and stuff, you just don't, my coming out. My coming out story was like jumping through the window to go see my boyfriend down the street, my mom catching me and then being like, "What's up?" and me not being able to avoid the truth, and then her just being like, "Well, Davion, you know how God feels about that," and I'm just like, "Yeah, about that," and then that kind of was like that. So she never came around. Like she passed away in 2012, and yeah, it's all good. And she was yeah, so she she just so like so many, especially black. I think unfortunately, well, white people I think maybe do a lot better when it comes to the whole issue of dealing with sexuality, because of the issue of like homophobia within our community and the role that religion play in black people's relationship to religion. It creates a lot of defensive posture toward LGBT folks. So that's why I say that you're lucky. I know so many people who just didn't have that. Now, I also heard you put a lot of emphasis on mommy, and I told him to get in your business. So where's daddy?
I don't know. Have you seen it? No, you know what? Ironically, my biological father is a pastor. Yeah, right.
The irony, no.
Irony of it all. So, he was never there. Just
Okay.
was never there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was never there. So I try not to even give him. Yeah,
that.
I mean, the crazy thing is we know each other. We know each other. We talk.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot in my childhood. We talked, but he just was never physically there. He had another family.
Okay.
And what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been to his church and everything. Like, I think we tried to do the cordial thing. Like, I had started going to his church because my sisters on his side wanted to have a relationship. So I tried that. But I would always feel like I was on display whenever I would come around. So I kind of eased my way back, and my mom is superwoman. My mom is superwoman. It's just my mom, my sister, my girls.
Black girl magic. These black mamas, they're everything. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that there's a whole family you came from too. So have you gotten any feedback from uncles and cousins? Has everybody been like, "Okay, cuz I see you, my nigga. I see
you." I have some woman cousins and girl cousins that have kind of expressed in one way or another, like whether that be like a comment on a post, you know what I'm saying? Just an acknowledgement. Like if I post me and a boy, it's like the loving emoji or something like that. Just saying, I see you. I think my mom told my uncle, who is the greatest man I know, right? He said he was going to reach out to me, and he never did. So I don't know. My biggest thing was getting through to her. So once she knew it was I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, like the rest of y'all kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Okay. Rhonda, stay up out my business. Don't be asking me why I'm blushing. Okay. Don't be asking me why I'm blushing.
Oh, I wish I could see the comments.
No, you can't.
Damn.
You can't. I'll flash to some of them. We have a question already. Diamond McCoy says, although I would like to indulge in the religion aspect of his life, I would like to know, is that the source he draws from after experience his breakout?
I need to read that again.
Yeah.
I would like to indulge in the religion aspect. I would like to know, what is that the source he draws from after experiencing his breakout? Damn, I almost need a translation of that.
Yes. So Diamond, could you expound a little bit more? I believe that she. Why? I don't even want to wrongly interpret her, so I'm gonna let her explain
You're too
and
well
break that
spoken,
down for
Queen.
us.
Too well spoken, Queen.
Too well spoken. Okay, she'll get it together. So, okay, so dealing with that, how does ATL happen? What inspires the move to Atlanta? How do you get to Atlanta?
How do I get to Atlanta? It's literally the story of Jasmine Sullivan, dream big, packing up my shit, and I'm going real far, moving to Atlanta to be a big star. I got to dream big because when it happens, it's gonna happen real quick. I can feel it. I was in college. I did college wrong twice. Did it wrong twice. Went back in 2013 and did it right. President's list. I had raised my GPA from a 0.83 to a 2.8. Almost a 3.0. And I was doing it right, but I remember sitting in a dorm room, and at the time I'm 23. But I'm like, the people I'm friends with, like they got 17 and 18-year-olds coming in. I'm living in a dorm room in my 20s. I'm like, wait, I'm not living my purpose. And I realized I was in college for my mom. I was doing it for her. And me wanting to be like this musician, I was like, nah. Prayed on it, meditated on it, and Atlanta popped in my spirit. It's like a go in my spirit. So I was like, Mom, look, I need to move home for 1 year, 2014. In 2015, I'm out of here. So I literally saved up $6,000 and I moved to Atlanta in 2015. And
you saved up $6,000?
Yeah, it was like.
Oh, you meant it.
Huh?
You meant your move. You meant.
Yeah.
So you did it well with that tax return. Okay, that's cool.
Listen,
all right.
After the tax return, I was out. And it's crazy because I had just gotten a job. I'm going to tell you something. I came to Atlanta in January to sign a lease, but I had just got a good job. And in 2015 in Baton Rouge, if you had a job that paid $13.50, that was a good ass job.
Everything.
Right. So even though I signed my lease, I went back home and started the job and built my money up some more. In March, I officially moved here, and I've been here ever since.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about the Atlanta experience, because Atlanta gets a bad reputation publicly, but obviously everybody is jam-packed there. So there's some miscommunicating going on here. What is the Atlanta experience for you?
Oh, you said everybody's jammed there. So where are you?
I'm in South Carolina.
Oh, you up there?
Yeah, I'm right next door. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. But no, Atlanta, I'm gonna tell you, everybody has a different experience. But to me, man, you gotta understand, I'm just this country boy who, like, the most I'll see is railroad tracks, sugarcane, pecans, cows. So to come here and like I'm like a kid in a candy store. Like when I'm seeing the skyscrapers and the skyline and the traffic, and so I knew that it was this black mecca for young entertainment. So I had to come and get a piece of it. And that's literally what was waiting on me when I got here. So I don't know anybody else's experience, but it's a world of opportunity out here.
Okay.
It's what you make of it.
It's what you make of it. I always tell that to people too, because I remember when I always talked about moving to Atlanta earlier on in my life, people always be like, oh, don't go down there, you're gonna get turned out. And I'm like, you can only become what you already are. Atlanta may expose who you are fully, but it ain't gonna create. It can't create you. That's like anything else. So, okay, so now you Atlanta, living the Jasmine Sullivan big time dream. How does GSTATUS ATL come into play?
Oh Lord, 5 years later.
5 years later.
5 years later. What it was for me, I made a point to accomplish something every year that I was here. Because I came here for business. Like I didn't even come here to get wrapped up in boys. I didn't even have I didn't even come from a life where I was wrapped up in boys, so I just wasn't interested. So the first year I was here, I wasn't even here 6 months, I don't think, and I was on the game show Wheel of Fortune. Ended up winning the show. 2016 got here, started a stock business. The next year came through, and I got out of a toxic relationship, so that was my goal for that year. 2018, I released my first song. So 2019, I'm like, okay, well, what do I do this year? Right? And I had a very laid back job at British Airways, and I would watch these web shows.
Yes.
And I came across GSTATUS, and I was like, I just loved it. I loved it.
What did you love about it?
The humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had fell in love with Charlie and Akeem, man. They had me in stitches. And I was like, I can do this. And at the moment, I'm like, okay, I got my song out. I got my socks out. I always want to do something to expand my reach and my brand. So
Absolutely.
I wasn't recruited. I literally just auditioned for it. I made a hell of a video, an audition video, and it was undeniable.
Oh my God. Okay. So now you are on, move out the way, Weave. Now you're on the show. Like, did you have any apprehensions, especially since you kind of saw first season? You also knew that this could go terribly wrong. So did you have any hesitations initially? Like, what am I really getting myself into? Am I gonna have to whip these hoes' asses? Like, what is gonna be the tea?
I'm gonna tell you, kind of, sort of, but I know with the person I am, like naturally, I exist to uplift and empower. Like, and I know that that's my character. So you literally cannot not get along with me if you meet me head on. So I wasn't worried about that. Well, my apprehension came from me being an introvert and having a small oval of friends. So I was like, now I'm about to be thrusted into this ensemble of gays that are going to be groomed for entertainment, you know? So I was like, okay, let's see. But yeah, there was nothing to it. I was like, I'm just going to go on here and sing. And I knew nobody on reality TV was singing like me, so I thought I was going to splash like K. Michelle made.
Well, you could have had somebody did their job, but we will get into that now. So did you know anybody already after being in Atlanta for some time? Did you know anybody already on the cast, or was you just like everybody was new to you personally?
Okay, so do you watch Chasing Atlanta?
A little bit.
You familiar with Cameron?
Yes.
Cameron was my close friend at one point. I still consider him a brother, but so I had gone with him to some of their filmings, and I had met Devon and I had met Akeem.
Okay.
But as far as knowing them, I did not know anybody.
Did not know anybody. Okay, wow. Okay, so you just dropped. Okay, I didn't know you and Cameron knew each other. So did Cameron feedback to you about doing the show since he had been doing this? What was his attitude toward it?
You know, he was trying to coach me through it. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Just do your thing. Stay out of the drama. Which I'm not a person that they got to be coached for that stuff, because I'm not about to go there and make a fool of myself for some likes and comments anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get into the show. Okay, so first of all, let's just deal with you and Tremel. Every people on the show, I live for Tremel. I love him to death. I think he's absolutely adorable. Was this date as cringy in person as it was to watch from afar?
Shout out to y'all.
Or did it go a lot?
I was just shout out to y'all because I watched. That's the first time I saw you, when I watched his interview with you. Okay. Wait, not the first time, because somebody has sent me some. Well, no, that was the first time. I don't know, but shout out to y'all.
Thank you.
Was it as cringy? And let me just say this. So this was my second. Was it a third? Was it? It was still. I was still new.
For somebody who didn't have a whole face, your memory surely is pretty terrible.
No, I'm telling you. You know I'm trying to see how to say it. I was still new at being filmed. So the lights, the cameras, while trying to have a normal interaction with somebody.
Yes.
It was like, okay, well, do I say this to try to be funny?
You know, all in your head. Yeah.
And then Tremel has this thing too. he hasn't done this in a while. He's gotten better. He has this thing where he would talk over you. Like, he wouldn't let you finish a thought. If something comes to his mind and he wants to say, he's going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned that on the show, other people did that too. So I don't know if it was just a thing to make sure that you're in the scene. So I don't, it was cringy. It was cringy.
Okay. How, on a scale from 1 to 10, because let me tell you, you and Tramel gave me real, like, explosive sexual tension tease. I was just like, I for sure thought, yes, I thought you guys were certainly going to find a room after the day. Like, it was cringy,
really?
but like, yes, it was cringy, but there was like this undertone of, ooh, I want you, ooh, I want you, ooh, I want you, ooh, I want you. And I just feel like y'all kept frisbeeing that energy back and forth. And I was just like, really?
Yeah, everybody else was saying, nah, they're not a match. There was actually, the crazy part is, I was the damn, what's the word? I was the damn creep during the scene, but everybody was saying, oh, Tramel need to lighten up. He approved. But you know, they don't like him from first season. So they just saying, he need to lighten up. He ain't gonna never find no man. Ike trying to throw it at him, and he just, I'm like, no, I'm clearly out here.
So what was your likability when it came to Tramel on a scale from 10 being the most? Like, could it have been a thing had the timing been different, maybe? Because I know that you realized later on that maybe this was too soon. It just came out of a lot.
You know what? I never thought of it on that level. What I will say is that, and I told him this during that time, I said, you are definitely boyfriend material. You know what I'm saying? I always thought he was a nice guy. We share some of the same qualities. Even in my audition before I even met Tramel, one of the questions was, who are you most like that's already on season 1? And my answer was him, because I felt like he stayed out of the way. He minded his business. And he just did, like, I think we have some of the same character traits. So he's a great guy. I just didn't want to jeopardize anybody's feelings and what I had going on.
Yeah. Okay. So fast forward a little bit, there then became tension between you and Tramel at the whole Delicious and Akeem fight, Sherrod, the whole. Can you, like, because I never kind of understood what was happening between y'all in that moment. Can you, like, expound upon what happened there?
So I will say most of it was sensationalized for TV.
Oh, okay.
But
you are so nice. Like, you should be a spokesperson for GSTATUS. You are very groomed for media. I live.
Somebody told me that yesterday. My brother's pro told me that yesterday. Tramel's boyfriend told me that yesterday. Ironically. But no, the story was that Tramel and Sherrod needed to talk, to hash things out.
Okay.
And Sherrod comes to me in the scene and says, hey, I want you to be the bridge gapper. Bring us together. I'm like, okay. I knew that Tramel didn't want to talk about that night at his event where he's working. But I mean, I have to do it. It's
right.
So, hey, Sherrod. So I guess he was mad at production and me for being the pawn, I guess, that they used. And so now it's like, but we did stop talking for a month after that, because I didn't like the way he handled me. And I was mad at production, because at that moment I was like, well, damn, I'm on the show bringing people together. Am I gonna be doing this in every episode and stopping fights like that? So I was just mad at everybody. And I was like, okay, I'm mad at everybody.
Well, that wasn't a bad role to play, like, for you to be the friend fixer and the middleman that kind of brings groups together. But did he thank you later, because you are low-key responsible for why him and Sherrod was able to really kind of just settle the fucking dust?
He didn't thank me, because I don't think he would have cared.
Selfish bitch. Tramel, text Ike and say thank you, damn it.
He didn't thank me, but he apologized for, because he realized my intentions were good. I say he didn't apologize because I don't think he cares about whether that relationship was hashed out or not, because he had moved on anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So since we're here conveniently, delicious.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
a lot of controversy around the word nigga and nigga and lynching and nigga emo lynching. What 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 does this look like behind the scenes? Like I know how we received it, but how did y'all receive it?
Yeah.
Being a part of it.
I'm gonna speak for me. Delicious.
Okay.
She's not somebody I knew back then.
Yes.
I always, and this is no disrespect to her, but whenever I was around, my opinion on her was that she was always out of touch with reality. Mm-hmm. And always just kind of unnecessary. Like, you know, it will be a peaceful moment and you throwing up gang signs when the
mm-hmm.
Hey Carl.
What's up, Carl?
You throwing up gang signs and saying all kind of shit. So I felt that's what I in my head, she was out of touch with reality. So
yes,
when the whole lynching word came up, let me just make it clear, I was not okay with it. I let her know verbally, baby, this is disrespectful. This is why it's disrespectful. I understand that you grew up around nothing but black people, and what a lynching thing. This is what she said. You know, she was around gangs and a part of gangs affiliations. So I guess she attributed that to a lynch mob. Whenever she heard the word lynch, that means, hey, you know, handle that. Go lynch them. So yeah, but the whole nigga thing, I don't know, just out of touch. Like you probably think that you are black since you keep hanging with black people and you got black boyfriends and black experience. So I get it, the human side of it. But did I consider it disrespectful? Absolutely.
You did. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. How do I want to ask this? Okay.
No,
so,
go ahead. Go ahead. Ask it.
No, like I think you know where I'm going.
I think so.
I don't even know where I'm going. So I'm gonna go here. Okay. So does that mean for you, like, do you allow that if the relationship is there? Because I know we do green light a lot of non-black people when they're close to the culture, there's familiarity. Do you agree with that posture, or do you think that we should keep non-black persons out of spaces involving the usage of the term nigga, like the word nigga and everything? Or, you know, I mean, because you use the term sensationalized, and the term has been sensationalized, especially through pop culture, hip hop. So what do we do with that, in your opinion?
I know. I knew that's where you were going. I thought you were going to ask me, well, when she said nigga, you was in the picture, why you ain't corrected?
Well, I knew why you ain't corrected, because you didn't want that damn red bottom upside your head either. So you had to wait until things calm down, wait till she was level-headed, and then clock her ass.
But here is the truth, and this may, you know, people may say this is an excuse. People may call me, may be mad at this. I didn't realize the girl wasn't black. I got friends.
Oh.
You know, I have mixed friends that are literally her color.
Complexion. Okay. I can like see that. Yeah.
Her. I think I didn't pay attention to her. So it really didn't, like, I didn't, and she wasn't saying the word nigga in a way like, you know, that nigga or something like that. I think she had rapped in the scene that I was in with her. Like, she was just rapping lyrics. And, you know, when you hear, yeah, nigga, nigga, like, it just never clicked. But to answer your question, if you're blatant, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. If you're blatant.
If you're blatant with the word, like, on some, well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this. I don't know, because Cardi B and shit.
Eminem and so many of our white compadres. Yeah.
I don't know.
DJ Khaled, I think. I don't even know what the hell he is, but I think do he?
When you say Eminem, I didn't know Eminem be saying nigga. Now hold on.
I think Eminem. I do think he tried it once and got his ass handed to him, but I do think he tried it once in an instance. I know that J-Lo has utilized it. She got a lot of backlash when she said the word nigga in the Ja Rule remix to whatever that song was, and yeah, it was like a big old thing about it. So, okay, so had you known she wasn't black going in, would that have changed your attitude toward all of the consistency of the term nigga?
You want honestly? Probably
yes.
not. Probably not.
Okay.
Probably if she was a white person, a Caucasian person, would I have probably? But otherwise, I just, unless you in this bitch saying, yeah, you nigga, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, hold on, bitch, like, but I don't know. It's probably wrong.
Okay. Well, no, look, this is my attitude. You can tell me how you feel about my attitude. When I commented on the situation, I said, look, I think that the black community gets to be the gatekeepers of who they give access, to the culture with. If there are black people who are okay with allowing people who are non-black around them to say nigga and all of that, as far as I'm concerned, you get to decide your comfortability around that. Now, for me, I get to decide you don't get to say that around me. But you also, as a gatekeeper, get to decide, yes, I'm comfortable. I think I know you well enough. I get it. Perfectly fine. My only issue with Delicious is I felt like whoever initially green-lighted her to participate in the culture in that way just didn't properly inform her and say, look, you can say those things around us and to me, but please don't get it twisted and use the fact that I let you do this, give you the impression that every black person is going to be receptive to you. So you might want to just hold your horses and wait until you understand who you're around and make sure that people good before.
Uh-oh, did I lose you?
Uh-oh, am I here? Am I?
Got you now. Okay.
I'm back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think that's fair. You think that's fair?
I love that. I feel like that's a very balanced perspective. And I think, like you said, the people around her, even with the lynching word, like this girl, she said she didn't even know what it meant. And you got Redrick, who done went on an interview and said the reason that she didn't say anything because he didn't know what it meant. So it's yeah, so it's just like,
oh, that Redrick. Okay, speaking of Redrick. Date. This is the date. A date. Are we going on a date? Is this a date? Are we doing a date?
Who said that?
Out to eat date? To the studio date? So you asking me out on the date? Okay. Tell us all about this. This scene was one of the fucking craziest scenes of season 2. Like the way that camera was just back and forwarding between you and her had me hollering.
The editing, shout out to world class editing. Shout out. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it actually wasn't as obsessive as it came off in reality.
No.
Look, I only say that because she was really pressed. Or she acted very pressed about the lack thereof execution on that date.
Redrick, at some point in this situation, which really blindsided me, and started to play the reality show game. I have to stand by that. I have to stand by that. Why would I be so uncomfortable in that moment? You have to, if it's something that so where do we start? So
from the beginning? Okay. Okay, so obviously Redrick gets wind that you think she's absolutely gorgeous like I am. So then something happens. So what happens after she gets word that you, like, just walk us through the events. She gets word that you think she's beautiful. So then what? Do you get a phone call from her? Did you know the scene was going to happen?
Good. This is good. Okay. Wait, are you here?
Am I out again?
It was briefly.
Okay, like, am I back?
Are other people saying it too, or is this just my shit messing up?
I don't know. Okay. Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you and hear you good.
Okay, yeah, like
for 2 to 3 seconds, then you're back.
Well, I was telling you that you should have used your iPhone instead of the Boost. The Boost mobile situation is not usually good for, StreamYard stuff, but we'll work on that after the show. Okay? So
Definitely got an iPhone.
Okay.
But
So you get a phone call.
I do. Was this saying? How you know that?
I know everything.
Social media. Good. Okay, it's good.
Yes.
That you know this. I have to say this. I literally get a phone call, but you have to understand. One of the production assistants hits me up. Hey, Redrick would like your number. Is it okay to give him your number? Yes. Cool. I'm easy. I'm meeting people. What's up? I'm the cast member. I'm on my way to the gym. I remember the day like it was yesterday. On my way to the gym, my phone rings. Hello? This is the first thing Reggie say. Hey, so, hey, Mister. I heard that you've been saying that I'm beautiful and you think I'm gorgeous. So I call to find out.
Oh.
You call to find out what's up? Oh, hey. So here's what's up. I do think you're beautiful. I have been saying those things. However, this is the first phone conversation. However, I'm not in a space right now to get to know anybody or to pursue anything. I do think you're beautiful. That's something, you know, that was it. After that, we moved on. We started to get to know each other as friends, right?
Okay.
You know, you moved here from Arkansas. You told me about Athens and what you do. You want to come here and be this makeup guru, and you know you're interested in music. So I'm literally thinking I'm getting to know a friend, right? So, of course, the question comes up about my my interest in androgynous boys. I just heard him say, well, yeah, I like it all. I do.
Yes.
That was very, I guess, to her. Oh, okay. He spoke about his relationship history and people only liking androgynous boys when it was convenient for them, but never on a serious level. So to him, it was a great thing that there was a male in the male. There was a, I guess, masculine. We want me to be masculine.
Yes. Yes.
A masculine guy that's genuinely interested in androgynous boys. So, she was like, well, maybe you need to be the poster child for pansexuality. Maybe we can go on a date and talk about. I said, hold on, baby.
Ooh, clever, Redrick.
Very clever. Now, this wasn't all on the same phone call. This was like
okay.
So I was like, hold on, the date thing. At this time, the word hoe and stuff going on. So I'm like, I'm not going. The reason I don't want to go on a date is because I've already been on a date with Tramel. They're already calling me a hoe, and you know what I'm saying? It would contradict my story that I'm heartbroken, which is not even a story; it's real life.
Right,
I'm trying to get my ex back. That's what I'm really trying to do. So, I said, but what we can go and do is maybe go to like a place, eat, and talk about stuff. Then we can bring up how if you're meeting boys in this community that's only liking androgynous boys for convenience, they ain't no real man. Because there are some people out here, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it was supposed to be. The fucking camera started rolling. Oh, it's a date. So it's a date. So are you gonna come pick me up? Oh, and then I see the scene with him and our guy. Well, yeah, he been telling me that he feeling me. I'm like, girl, when? So she started playing the reality show game.
Oh my. Okay, so wait. Okay, so you're charging it to the reality star game. Like, do you think she's for? So why don't you think it's for real?
Why? What's for real? Because she knew that it wasn't gonna be no damn date. So, but you get on camera and say a date, so people can consider me the bad guy, the player, the hoe. You get what I'm saying? So now I look bad because, well, he been saying that she's gorgeous and he's beautiful, but now he's trying to say it's not a date. But I have been telling y'all in confessionals, I've been telling the watchers that she's beautiful. Y'all ain't never seen me in one scene with Redrick before then. Think about it.
Right. That's true.
It's edited, you hear gorgeous, you hear beautiful, you hear I say she looked like an angel, and then it's supposed to be a date. Like I told somebody, I said, Whoopi Goldberg is beautiful too, but I don't want to date her.
Right. Correct. Right. Look. I'm gonna tell you the way I interpreted that whole move. I think Redrick was completely sincere. I think Redrick was really pressed. I think, yes, she heard you. Y'all had a little game plan, but in her heart, she was like, I'm still shooting my damn shot because this dude is cute and ain't too many like him, and I'm already being fetishized. And here it is. There may be a potential for this guy to really be genuinely into me, and we have a something to look forward to in my personal life. And so I think she wore your ass out at Devon's little cookout premiere situation, honey. And Redrick, it read genuine. And then when you say that he gave you his relationship history, that's what really puts it into context, because there's a big ass hole of loneliness in Redrick's life. And so of course Redrick was going to jump on the opportunity to fill that gap, and this was a perfect situation.
No. I'm
No,
gonna say this.
what?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
That was good.
Mhm.
That was good.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
good. The reason it was
Mm-hmm.
not sincere is because, like I said, at that point we had become friends. From what I thought. Now you have to understand.
Okay.
I'm trying to see it at this point. Now they done made it look like some shit. I'm trying to get my timeline right. It was almost 2 years ago.
Yes.
At that point, she's not friends or as
Uh-huh.
close with our guy and Charlie. So you're hanging out with me and Brandon Carson and Tramel Devine. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of us are a unit, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I going with this? So it wasn't sincere because we were friends at that point, and I told you blatantly, like, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to call it a date because they already trying to make it seem like that. So I think that mixed with her starting to find her way, and I think at that point they created the group, the Foxes, our guy, her, and Charlie. So now you get wind that our guy is considering me a hoe because I apparently commented on girl.
Right. We'll get to that.
So now you're going along with anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it wasn't sincere. It wasn't sincere. I think she played the reality show game. But the crazy thing is, I'm not mad about it because if that's what you got to do, cool. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to speak my truth.
Yes. So have you guys gotten a chance to clean it up? Like, I mean, the scene has happened way back when. Have y'all kind of straightened things out, worked things through? And why wasn't Redrick at the twerk down session?
We have not had a chance to clear it up. I unfollowed Redrick recently.
No.
Not even on no crazy shit, but it's we literally don't talk to each other, so there's no reason. Oh
my god.
Yeah, I'm distinct with
no.
I thought we were gonna have an opportunity to discuss it
at
the reunion because I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
But we just never did, and I don't know why he did the twerk thing.
Mm-hmm. Devon said that he ran all over the internet, honey. He best to be late, damn it. Okay, better late than never, boo. Oh my, okay, wait a minute. So it's probably a lot of bitches who you don't talk to, who you follow on Instagram. Why Redrick got to go?
You know what?
And on top of that, if y'all still, if the show is still happening, that means that there's still much left to develop. So
it ain't much
no.
No,
okay, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Okay. So damn, is Redrick the only person you've unfollowed?
Okay, you're back.
Oh my god, it's not me. I promise.
I need. Okay, they need to comment right now. Is it me that's tripping, or is his camera going up?
It's voice of a Ray. Believe me, it has to be. It has to be.
Let me know what the comments say. Well,
okay. So have you unfollowed anybody else on?
Not just our guy, but that was like earlier.
Okay, so fast forward. Our guy happens. Can I? First of all, I'm just gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
Am I still consistent? I'm still streaming.
Oh yeah, you all.
Okay, all right. A read has never made me want to get on my knees for a man. but I almost put out a private detective on your ass after I saw that episode. I hollered, and now we got to have a whole conversation about what happened in your mother's womb that gave you the ability, that gave you the power, that gave you the gift and the talent to be able to drag a bitch's freckles off their face in all of 22.3 seconds.
Was I really reading? I don't know.
Have you saw that episode back? Have you seen yourself live and in color? Have you rewinded the tape back?
Cringing. It's another cringe-worthy moment for me watching it.
Tell us about it.
Where I'm from,
Mm-hmm.
if you're cool with someone and they've been talking about you behind your back, allegedly, I'm going to ask you about it so we can deal with it. So that's basically what that was. Notice you never got an answer. There was never a produced receipt. And what you saw is what I don't know where I went. I think I blacked out because I was tired of the shit.
You had to.
I was tired of the bullshit at that moment.
Yes, there was like a trans, like from human to Decepticon. There was a transform.
And you know,
a metamorphosis.
I'm gonna tell you why I went so hard too. A lot of people don't know this, and I said it in my confessional, but it didn't make it because I guess it would have humanized the situation too much. But our guy is somebody. He was the first person who called me on my birthday in 2019. I had hung out with him and Charlie and Frederick at 10th and Piedmont a couple of times after filming. Me and him used to support each other. He put my socks on his Instagram. Invite me if you ever have something. We was at Chaos's birthday party, smoking, drinking, having a good time. So in my head, oh, this is becoming my girlfriend. This is my homegirl. And then Devon says, yeah, sis, your boy didn't call you a hoe up here. So I'm like, wait, you talking about cool ass R guy who I don't have no problem with and who I'm starting to like as a person? Like, we were getting close. So yeah, I had to check that. That's all.
The fakery of it all.
The fakery.
And the fuckery of it all.
Stand in it, because if you didn't do it, now we turn to Divine. That's how that worked. Okay, Divine, well, you said you did it, so what's your problem? But just notice how it played out.
Okay, so I did a review about that episode.
I watched it.
I want you to tell. So what did you think about? Because I was trying to help our guy out, honey. It was like, girl, you got knocked straight to the floor. I'm gonna try to assist you back up on your feet here. I'm going to assume that maybe the reason why you did the whole shit was because you were playing into Redrick's distress about this so-called date, and you tried to be a good Judy and was like, girl, he ain't shit. That's he a whole girl. You ain't miss out on nothing. Because I felt like if that was the case, that's all. You could have just said that. You could have just said, hey, it ain't no problem. You was just collateral damage. I was trying to help my distressed girlfriend, honey. You had it all pressed in the feelings, and I apologize. I didn't mean it, and you just accountable.
I would have walked home, girl, to her. I would have walked home, girl, to her car. All right, baby. Well, thank you for talking, but clearly.
So why you think the bitch couldn't do that then?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, from where I'm from, shit, that's called pussy. When you can't stand on 10 toes down, when you done clearly said something on tape, and not a person is asking you about what you said on tape, and you sitting there. I'm about to pull receipts. Where the receipts at?
It was embarrassing. It was shameful. Now before we move on from that scene, I'm actually, did you clock? Was it just me? Because it might have just been me. Did you clock the energy from squarehead ass Roman? Because Roman just had this energy of like, I want to get in this, but I know I'm gonna look crazy if I do because I ain't got no rooster in the race. But he just kept giving me, I want to get in this, but I can't justify getting in it, so I can't get in it, but I want to get in it. Was you even paying his ass any attention the whole time? Because I just kept getting this. I need camera time energy. I need a moment energy. Ike is just like outdoing me and dragging these hoes, and he just makes me want to compete with his ass. And I was literally getting all of that from his ass.
I saw the comments were saying the same thing about him, but I think TV might have made it look like that because I don't remember Roman until he circled back around to have this conversation with Tramel. So
when he pulled around in the Uber to address Tramel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't No,
mm-hmm.
it wasn't like that in I didn't get that. I didn't feel energy like that from him.
Mm-hmm. So so now I'm getting your ass a little bit. Why did you even answer that hoe? Why did you even answer that hoe when he had the nerve to ask you, do you got a problem? You got a problem because, girl, you know we don't got a problem, bitch. I don't even know. Are you even a cast member at this point, girl? You get so girl, you're so far removed from the process, bitch. Like, I'm not, girl. Do I even what? Are you? Huh?
You were so.
Why did?
I think I'm trying to take myself back to it. I was so confused at what was going on and what he was talking about that I don't know. I think this is what I think. I think Roman wanted there to be because of the whole Tramel and Ike date, which was months before that. So that had come and gone, actually. But I think with his connection to Tramel and thinking about I think he wanted it to be like a triangle quarrel type thing. Less, and at one point it felt like he wanted me to help him tag team Tramel. Because when he was saying, well, did you tell Ike what you said about Ike? I was like, okay, well, I feel like he wanted me to double team now. But I think everything he said, Tramel had told me he said. Like, friend zone, I think Tramel said, well, I got to have the friend zone Ike. Which in my confession, I never made. Friend zone is cool because you really didn't have no choice. So yeah, it's so old. It's so old.
Okay. Did you believe anything he was trying to make happen in that moment? Like, did you even entertain if what he was saying was true
about
Tramel dragging you, him trying to ignite some tension? Was you even like in your mind like,
no,
Tramel, what's this?
Now me and Tramel were he would have told me, I think. The only thing I believed that he said was that Tramel said he friend zoned you. That because Tramel used to use that word too, because he was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to friend zone you. And yeah, to me that's not insulting, because like I said, you didn't have a choice, because I wasn't interested in pursuing you. So so yeah, I don't know. I think Roman took his aggression out on me based on what him and Tramel had. It's all good.
Okay, well, the next time that hoe get in your presence, you drag her ass for life too. Okay, just give us another great TV moment. Okay.
All love.
Okay, all right. So, show came to a halt. People are obviously asking, well, what's happening? We know that a reunion happened. All hell broke loose. Nothing really got shot. Then allegedly cast members didn't want to come back. People wasn't interested, and Ja was scrambling to pull it all together. What can you tell us about what's going on behind the scenes, like all these months where we were still waiting on episode 7, 8, 9, etc.?
I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So let me help. Okay, so let's. What the fuck happened at the reunion? We keep hearing all hell broke loose, but I need to know what the hell? What actually happened? Who did what?
What happened at the reunion? What happened at the reunion? This is what I remember. I remember the hosts trying to ask people questions. I remember.
Can you tell us who was hosting?
Oh, I don't know if I could do I don't think I can.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think I
I
can.
mean, it was a failed attempt, so are they still trying to keep the integrity on that? I mean, I'm gonna get you in trouble, so we're not gonna try it. We're not gonna try
it. I think it's coming out. It's eventually.
Okay. So what you remember is
I think 4, right? 4 ruffled a lot of feathers. Okay. But if you watch the show, you know this is him. He can't stop himself. So a part of that is him entertaining. Another part of that.
Well, we know that he was he was also temporarily put in the back of an ambulance. So for a moment he was stopped.
Sheesh.
Which I have to say was pretty rewarding. But yes, 4 set it off.
Sheesh. But yeah, so a part of that is him entertaining. Another part of that is just his personality, I guess. But I think it got to the point where he would insert himself when the questions weren't to him, or make comments that would, I guess, offend or insult other people, which made them feel like they had the last shot. I think this is how it started. I think him and Tramel got into a verbal back and forth, and Tramel's boyfriend Fro, who was in the audience, he's about to come on stage, taking up for your man. Hey, you ain't gonna be talking about man. So I felt like that caused the green light in the energy to change into that. Like, oh shit, like shit can now go down at this reunion. So I think 4 kept poking at Divine, and I'm sitting 2 chairs from Divine, and I could see him trying to hold it together. He did a good job. I have to say, Divine did a great job just trying to hold it together. Like, I'm not gonna let he's. And the next thing you know is he got tired of. I think 4 made a comment. Might have been below the belt. I don't remember what it was, but Divine grabbed some books.
It probably was.
And threw the shit at 4. Now you got people running around, and it was chaos. That was the end.
So all hell broke loose. People coming out of the audience, people coming off the stage. Everything became intermesh together. Wow.
Yeah, people cried, and Fro came back in to look for 4, and yeah.
So it was really the prelude to the Capitol being breached.
It was the prelude. It was
okay. All right. Wow.
Yes. It set that up. We walked so the terrorists and insurrectionists could fly.
Yes. I think also y'all need to be paying y'all at this point for all this. I mean, y'all endangered species on the damn show at this damn point. I mean, there needs to be some damn decimal points and tax being deducted at this damn point, because this is a lot just for the sake of visibility. Do you agree or not?
You know what? I will say I lost out on a lot of money during this process. Like, I think even for the reunion, I think I might have paid maybe $700 just in prep, just to sit there and kind of not be able to get my point across. And yeah, to go home after that.
To go home after that. Jesus. Okay, so what were conversations like? So now the reunion happened. Now there's pandemonium between production and cast members. What did you understand about why the show was taking so long to come to completion? Were y'all actually still filming? Because there was a lot of rumors circulating about production being halted. From your perspective, was production ever halted? Or, I mean, was everything still kind of going according to plan?
Production was halted. Like,
okay.
I did confessionals about a month ago. So it's still, I think when you said that there was tension between cast members and production, it was all like kind of for the moment. Because even the people that lashed out, they ended up doing confessionals like a month after, just to kind of, for the rest of the episodes. I still to this day have not done every confessional. I think I have to go back one more time and just to do a closeout confessional as well. I don't know.
So you guys are done filming the season. Now y'all are just cleaning up confessionals.
Yeah, we've been done filming, but we're just doing confessionals. Yeah. And, I guess the way we do confessionals, I don't know how the other shows do it, but we do it. We get to watch the show, I guess, and then come in and do confessionals based.
Yes, y'all get to watch the show. Y'all get to see what these hoes say in their interviews, and then so y'all can come back in these confessionals on fire and talk shit.
Right. Am I still here?
Yes.
Okay, my mom.
Are you frozen again? Am I frozen? Okay.
Oh no, my mom's.
Mom, calm down. I'm about to release him, Mom. I'm about to release him. Calm down.
My do not disturb never works though. I don't even know. I don't know.
Boost Mobile don't. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so before we kind of get off the show, because I want to get into your soccer line and your music and everything, are you upset with the lack of visibility to your brand, to your business, to your gifts? I mean, it literally just feels like we saw nothing from you. And what's tragic is you have so much going on. How the fuck is that not making the show, especially when you got the G and the fucking hustle? Wow.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very, very disappointing. You know, the crazy thing is, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like in 2019, out of all the cast members, I did the most. And I feel like everything I did was filmed. Like, I went to Houston to do a relaunch for my sites. That same weekend, the next day, I was a featured vendor at the nation's biggest sneaker summit, H-Town Sneaker Summit. I had a wedding gig that I sung at, which I was there by myself, so I felt like it would have been great for my story. I performed for Black Music Month. I did a tribute to Sammy and Selena Johnson. Another performance, I had a big listening party that y'all haven't even seen. So, but I'm gonna tell you this: I was disappointed, but as I watched the show, I realized, the show is about scandals and drama and fights and mess. So I couldn't be mad because the show was kind of thriving on that. So I was like, okay, well, where would I fit in with my positive self singing and shit?
Well, so is the cast afraid of Ja? Like, does Ja ever get confronted about, hey, nigga, like, where's the hustle in this shit? We see the fighting, the black eyes, the ambulances, we see the hospital bills, but where's the hustle? Where do we get an opportunity to show our family something that they can be proud of and to actually do something meaningful and of substance with this opportunity? Like, does anybody ever get all the way in Ja's ass?
I don't think so. Cause I think I think in your role as talent, it's almost like you sign an agreement to, I don't want to say be controlled, but when you think about it being his show, it's just like, you know, he has the creative control. So you contribute what you can contribute. I voice my opinions about, you know, where are my scenes? Are you going to include this? Hey, let me send you some stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day.
It's his responses. Yeah, send it over.
Yeah, you know, I've sent some stuff over.
So doesn't that then create accountability on his behalf? Like,
perhaps.
Father God. Y'all need a damn union. Y'all need to come together like a damn union, something, and just like protest and boycott GSTATUS.
But I'm gonna tell you this. See, with me, and I know it's not like this for everybody. This to me is just a hobby. Like, I don't want to be a reality star. So the visibility has caused me to appeal to my you know, I've reached, I've gotten thousands of followers.
Yes.
I must say I didn't have to show my ass for likes and comments. I showed my character and was able to transition that to transactions, purchases, bookings, gigs, streams, downloads. So that's why I really can't complain, because to me it's a hobby. It's just something else I'm doing. It's a small part of the large picture. So,
but can I also tell you this about your hobby, Sugar? You had to damn near, baby, you had to damn near stop, drop, and roll out of Golden Corral when plates and glasses and then picture frames was being thrown across the atmosphere and shit, baby. Sugar, like it's you almost came out of paraplegic after a damn sit down. You almost had to be rolling Ray out of that motherfucker. It's you know,
now I didn't say it was a risky.
Okay.
But I made it out the fire.
All right. Made it out of the fire. All right. So, okay, love for music. Clearly, you've been singing all your damn life. Your voice is absolutely incredible. I've been watched and downloaded all of your music. I know one of those songs, Wish You Were Here, was definitely inspired by a transformative moment in your life. Did creating that song, was that therapeutic for you in your healing process?
Can I just shout out your journalism? Can we just take a moment?
Yes. Can you please give me my roses? Yes.
I have to. It's in my nature to do so. Some people are bloggers. Some people are. You're a journalist. I've never been asked this question. And I majored in journalism at an Emmy Award winning college. So when I see it, I have to point it out. You're phenomenal at what you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a sidebar. Was it therapeutic? I don't know if it was therapeutic because at times it made me suffer even more. Because when you're saying stuff like, and this is what I realized, when I'm singing, you were raised in the church, so you know if you know the words, you speak a thing and it is so.
Yes.
So if I'm singing and constantly saying, I lost my best friend and I'll never love again. I'll never love again. I'll never love again. I'll never love again. Every time I'm hearing this, I'm singing it. It's almost like I'm kind of cursing my future.
Yeah.
I'll never love again. So I'll say it was therapeutic in releasing my emotions.
Yes.
But still having to go through what I went through and singing the song and hearing the song. I feel like my heart was crying out. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, right. Wow. It was like a journal entrance you sung out loud.
Yeah.
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 So what is your relationship to the song? Because I'm getting your business about the past relationship. What is your relationship to the song now? Are you able to hear it and it feels different to you? Or
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Does it feel different to you now after more time has passed, more healing has happened? Well, you know what? Save that. How long were you with this country ass bottom?
Oh my gosh. Here we go. So I think from beginning to end, right? Like before relationship, I would say about 2 years. Or not even, maybe not even, on the brink of 2 years. But what you have to understand, this is what people, you know, I heard some people say, oh, I wasn't even together that long. But you know, some people impact you differently.
Yes.
I remember, absolutely. I think Jay-Z
these are gay years. 2 years is a good 40 years together.
See? Yeah. And, like Jay-Z said this about Nipsey Hussle when he died. They didn't have the closest relationship. What's going on here? They didn't have the closest relationship, but it's like he just impacted you a different way. He was special. And that's the way, that's what happened. And where was I going with this?
2 years together.
Yes. And we had done things that I had never did with another guy. Like he moved in. We lived together for 6 months.
Okay, so before you get there, did you, when y'all first made contact and I guess went out, did you know this was going to be something special, or did you discover that as you went into it?
Oh no, from day one.
Day one, you knew. Okay.
It was electrifying. I think that first day we spent maybe 8 hours together, just talking and looking in each other's eyes and, okay, where you from? You know, what did you have to do? And where are you now? You know what I'm saying? Just all levels were, I don't know, it was like a love at first sight type thing.
I'm going to tell you why I'm impressed with you, Ike, as a top, because your emotionality is really attractive to me.
That's that Cancer stuff.
Yes, you're Cancer. They're crazy as hell, but if you stay on their good side, Paradise.
All right, there you
Paradise. Okay, so what led to the breakup? Something so beautiful, love at first sight. Everything's awesome, doing new things. You know, like you're taking the missionary position sometimes. Everything is booming. So, what? How does something so good become something so bad?
Ooh, I hate all of this.
I told you I was gonna do this to you. I told you I was gonna get in there.
It was a series of things, man. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I realized that maybe we weren't connected, and maybe I was attached. There was,
Expound upon it a little more.
but you know, when you connected to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
it's completely mutual. You have the same. The desire level is the same. The energy level, like y'all are linked spiritually, but it became a bit one-sided. That's unfair to say. I won't say one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say kind of one-sided.
Okay.
I felt like I was pulling away. Then I started to, and by all means, listen, I'm not perfect, right? I have my imperfections as well, but I'm all in and I'm good when I'm doing it.
Yes.
So communication and boundaries. That's the thing. Boundaries.
Okay. Who crossed them?
I don't know if I've ever had to talk about it. Like there were things in his past that he would entertain.
Mm-hmm.
And it remained a consistent thing over time. So now I'm in phones, you know what I'm saying? Now you got people on, you blocking people while you around me, but you're talking to them during the day.
That started happening, really?
Yeah, it was all kind of shit. And it was just so unexpected. So I was like, well, how did this just happen? And then it was a whole bunch of like, he started to change. And it was no longer like happiness. I could tell that his desire level had changed. I was always initiating shit, and it was a whole bunch of shit. It was
Jesus,
and it was all over.
So, what was his like? So, what was the final? When y'all officialized it? Like, was there a conversation, or was there just like a growing distance that just became a permanent growing distance? Just less and less interaction, less and less talking, it just fizzled out? Or was there a goodbye?
Oh Lord. Unfortunately, it was something I saw I went through the phone.
Oh God. You know that a gay man's phone is Pandora's box. Nah.
Not mine.
If you want to stay happy, you gotta stay out the phone.
See, that's a problem. I hate that.
You gotta stay out the phone.
Cause I could give my partner my phone for a week. Let's try. You can keep my phone. Give me yours, and you just give my mama your number. I ain't got nothing to hide, but it was the last straw for me, right? And I basically said, look, I can't do this no more. It has been no change in this area of our relationship, so I gotta let the shit go. And you know what? I think a period after that, I had a change of heart because I hadn't realized what I had said. I was like, damn, this is about to be the end of it. But by that time, his true feelings was starting to bleed through. Maybe he wanted to do that, but it was like neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. And man, I'm telling you, we just realized so much about each other. I think he just didn't know how to say it, but he was not ready for my caliber of a man. Like I was the real deal. And we just cried all day. We laid down and just cried for hours. I can't believe this is gonna be on YouTube. Me talking about
we keeping every minute.
and we said goodbye. We said goodbye.
Wait a
Like,
minute. So you guys actually cried the goodbye together.
oh,
You guys cried the goodbye together.
it was it was. I'm not crying now. Something's in my eye, but no,
It's
for
okay.
real. But no, we cried. We literally laid. And the crazy thing, I had never seen him cry before. Had never seen him cry, and we cried like babies.
Babies. Oh my
And
goodness.
it was the, yeah. It made me think about All I Ask by Adele. All I Ask, that song by Adele. But yeah,
You do know. So you do know because of that his love for you was real. That's what that crying represented.
because of that one day, that
Yeah. The crying represented his heart, but the willingness to say goodbye represented the fact that in him he knew he wasn't ready, which is why he had to allow this to happen.
I'll take that. I will take that. I'll take that.
Okay, so now heartbreak happens.
Yes.
What does the aftermath look like for you?
9 months of that
9 months.
darkest period in my life. Like, I think my connection with him opened up the fact I said, damn, I want to get married one day. Damn, I want to have kids with a man one day, perhaps with him, because I'm in love right now. So to wake up and have to deal with none of that no more, like, damn, all of that is gone now. It's almost like, okay, now what is love? What is trust? What is commitment? What is it? What is it now? So it's like I had to go through literally 9 months, 8 or 9 months of just while filming, right? Yeah. And it was bad. It was bad. I didn't know nothing.
We couldn't tell. You showed up so well during filming for somebody who was going through a massive ego death in your life.
And guess what?
A massive dark night of the soul. Your dark night of the soul lasted 9 months like mine did when I divorced my husband.
You were married.
Unfortunately, yes.
What does a divorce feel like?
Death.
Yeah.
Literal death. Just
a physical death.
Yes, a physical death. Absolutely agonizing. A total collapse of expectation, fantasy, everything you've worked for, everything you've sacrificed for. It literally, the best way I can describe the way I felt like a woman who had miscarried a child. I felt like I had miscarried. That's how it felt. And
I'm not mad at you for saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. Because what I realized is I think that pain obviously meant that what I had meant everything to me. But I think that pain also meant that I wasn't loving freely. And what I realized is that, because I think that there's levels to love. And I think in the most maturest expression of love is the ability to be more passive with things than to be possessive with them.
Oh, no, you preached just then.
And and I think that if you allow heartbreak to teach you, if you can look past the pain of heartbreak and separation and you can get to the other side and get to the wisdom within it, that you will come to know that love is really teaching you how to be genuinely free. Genuinely free.
If y'all missed that, y'all missed everything. If y'all missed that, y'all missed everything.
Don't get me started.
Say that, please.
So, freedom. And I don't think you have to, because I think we also get into this. We get into, like, because we have a hierarchy in society when it comes to relationships. I feel like whether you was married to your partner, engaged to your partner, or just in a relationship to your partner, that if you loved somebody with your whole being and had to let them go, we all experience it the same way. It doesn't matter that it was marriage or it was an engagement or it was just a relationship. The end is the end.
Yeah.
The end is the end. So freedom. Just keep that in mind. Your freedom. Okay. Freedom. So, okay, so before we finally move on from that, would you be open again to him at some point?
Oh no!
Are you gonna find your liquor? Okay, all right.
Hold on. No.
Okay,
baby.
all right. All right.
Recently, not recent, like last year, I asked myself, because at one point we were getting friendly again before I had to just cut it off. Because one of my friends said, you can't go, that thing that hurt you, you can't go back to the thing that hurt you to heal you.
Yes.
So no. I was thinking, I was like, damn, I wonder if he came back, would I be able to, Nah, I can't.
Nah.
And this is not even alcohol. Like, I'm even dramatic right now.
Okay. So obviously the kids are gonna want to know relationship status currently.
Let me go get my charger shot. It's too much. Too much.
Father God, look, I'm trying to put you on, Ike, because you are one hell of a bachelor at this point.
Somebody said that recently. Arguably,
you are too damn humble about it, in my opinion.
Oh no, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody.
Here we go.
I'm
plug it on in, honey. I know you know all about putting it in. Put it on in there. The truth will set you free. Absolutely, Shayla Franklin. Beautifully said. The end is the end. Freedom. Yes, in the end. Okay, Mayberry said, nope, we don't go back. I think she's speaking for all cancers. Cancers don't. Like, cancers have that lot spirit, honey. Like, God to them.
Read your Bible.
Hold on. The haul ass, baby. Hauling ass. No looking back. Okay, so current relationship status. What's the status? Don't disappoint us.
Let me tell you what's going on with me. So after I healed, right? I'm in a moment of self-discovery right now, and I just realized it because I've tried to do. I'm about to tell you, this is crazy. Okay. Just try to stay with me. After I healed so much that I'm learning today that I overhealed. The freedom that you speak of, it overtook me so much to where I was overly secure, overly at peace, overly happy, overly secure, without risk, without obligation, without relational accountability. So now I'm realizing that it's hard for me to, it's like I went from one extreme boundary. I'm learning that in this is, you have to understand, like I'm trying to
go beyond boundaries. Yes, God.
Dr. John Townsend. it's like I went from an extreme boundary of being blocked out from somebody that I wanted back and not being able to have. Now I'm locked into myself with not unsure if I have the capacity to build an obligation for another person.
Yes.
And it's not because of desire, it's because of just lack of energy, lack of exertion.
Yeah.
So who's watching this? I wish I could see these comments.
Well, everybody. No, I can put them up on the screen if you want me to. Like, you want me to throw these comments up there?
Yeah.
I can put them up if you want to. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, I've tried.
We're with you. Like, we're traveling with you.
There was nothing like a peace of mind and freedom. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Where am I going with this? When I broke over.
Okay, see, you ain't gonna never get to the end if I keep throwing these comments up on these screens like this.
You're right. So this is what I say. I am single. I've tried to date as recently as 5 months ago. It is someone that you all know. No,
oh shit. Oh, I'm scared. I'm almost scared to know. I'm petrified and terrified. Oh my God.
It's crazy because I don't feel like you would have asked me that question.
I wouldn't have, but like that's why the Holy Ghost prompted you to give it to us.
That's crazy. You know, I have to say it because I love him so much as a person. He's
okay.
One of the most important people in my life.
Okay, hold on. We know him in what? We know because he's a part of the show. Oh my! Oh, okay. wait. Are we talking season 2?
Yeah.
Season 2.
Look, are you about to try to guess or what?
You know that I is. Because I don't think anybody available on the show is worthy. So I am dead ass.
You have to think about. You have to think about everybody seen on the show.
Oh, okay. See, now you're doing too much. Everybody's seen on the show
for season 2. Like, don't focus on who's turning around in the chairs at the beginning. Because you know we started off with a lot of people.
Is it somebody who started off who then got off on the exit at some point?
Yes, but it did not translate like that on the show, so to speak. But yes.
Do their names start with a B?
It does not.
Oh, see, you know what? You are in the ideal mindfuck right now because the way that Josh spaced out these damn episodes.
Right, you don't remember.
I'm having to go through 3.5 years of footage for one damn season, thinking about who was a feature. Is it? No, it can't be. What? Okay, we need another Blues Clue. Just another Blues Clue.
I don't have to say it. How about that?
Yes, you do. How about that?
Maybe your viewers know.
If they get it right, will you co-sign? Yeah, if they guess right. Y'all get to sounding off every name
3
in the credits. Somebody.
3 attempts.
Oh wait, make it good. I'm only gonna throw. Please think through this now, because it doesn't sound like we're talking about a main cast member. This is somebody. They are main cast. Oh, come. If they were main, I don't think you would have gave me that whole "don't think about the people who turn around in the chair" situation.
Good job. That was good.
What? Good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, guys. He said that it doesn't start with a B, so y'all can scratch the person who y'all putting in there, and it's damn sure not Brandy. Really, really, Brandon. Really, Brandy.
What she said?
She said that. Come on, y'all. Come on. Like he's taking us to the promised land here. We just need y'all to
That's one.
press the gap. Okay.
No.
I don't even know who the hell that is. That's interesting. I have no idea. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, hold on. Does this person also work on another show?
Work on another show. That's so ambiguous.
Right. Well, you're being very ambiguous. Are they a castmate on another show as well?
No.
Okay, they're not a castmate on another show, so it's not that person, D-Rock, either. Okay, but you can't count it if I say it. You cannot count it. Okay. No, I think May said it was Cameron. That's why I asked.
No, that's my sister.
Well, sometimes, lovers begin as friends. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's actually this story.
Mm-hmm. No, D-Rock is not. Okay, I'm gonna have to swing in the dark here. Somebody, I don't even know who this is either, but I'm just gonna.
Yes, that's who it is.
Wait, who the fuck is Lando King? Let me pull this up. Who is Lando? Lando King was on the show?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Thank Kylan Quantes. You won it, baby.
Anyway, because Kylan bought a pair of my socks. So shout out to
him.
You
know what? And you didn't bring me no socks to the set. You didn't bring me no socks to the set.
I'm thinking that now. I'm gonna send you some.
Okay. I'm pulling up Lando King right now.
Watch when you see me, you're gonna be like, oh.
Lando King.
Where you at on Instagram?
Oh my God. Father God, yes, Lord. Oh my goodness. Okay, how does this happen? Don't you put no cake in my friend's face, Lando. I don't care how angry he makes you. How? And what is this?
I don't know how. The one that threw the
Yes.
You're gonna be mad that I'm laughing.
Oh my goodness. Father God. So there's a thing happening.
It's a pivotal. It's a pivotal thing. It's a real thing. A very real
It's
thing.
a real thing happening. Okay.
So you say, how does this happen? So you know what? I met him through Tremel.
Mm-hmm.
He was Tremel's friend at that time.
Wait a minute. Are you and Tremel like each other's Cupid? Because I know you were responsible for Tremel's guy, and now Tremel has returned the favor. This is true brotherhood right here, baby. I need some of what y'all got.
That is hilarious that you said that. But it was during when I met him, it was in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
When you meeting the cast members.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was nothing. He had a boyfriend, Friends,
yes.
Brothers. We started all hanging together, calling each other bro, and yeah. So it none of this shit was expected.
Expected.
I think last year, when did this shit? 2020. Golly. I think it was so we would always
we in the car with you. We riding.
I'm trying to see how it would start. This is where he claims we would always flirt with each other. We have this nature about ourselves. Like it was a group, me, him, Tremel, and Carl.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family. It's us. But
Yeah.
our relationship has always been kind of like we would like argue with each other and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think one time Carl was like, this was last year, was like, you need to take my friend out on a date. I'm like, who? He was like, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what's making you say this? So as we're talking, I could tell that it's because Lando wants it to happen. Love to switch up from the period.
Yes.
Green is something serious.
Stop it.
Serious. Yeah. So I could tell that it's something that he, you know, I don't know if he orchestrated it, but
mm-hmm. And I can assume that this date went way better than you and Tramel's.
Oh, way better, way better. But
way better.
I don't think I had ever seen him, looked at him like that.
Isn't that interesting how that can happen?
Yes.
It's in a blind spot. That's crazy.
Crazy as hell. So, you know, a series of events happen. I'm not just, that's too much. But I started to see him like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we dated for 4 months. And, mind you, we're friends too. So as we're getting to know each other, we're becoming closer and closer. Like this, I love this boy to death. Love him.
Yeah.
And he's perfect. He's a great, like he's an excellent guy. We would start to get into it. I hate to talk about this because no one's gonna watch it. And most times about nothing. But you know, like when you're going back and forth, it gets draining. Not saying that I was right all the time, not saying that he was right all the time, but at some point, one time it happened, and I realized I didn't have the capacity to work through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't explain why. So I'm just like, why don't I have the strength to give to this when it's seemingly something so small? And it's like, am I ready to? I'm in a period of self-discovery, right? Because
Yes.
I have to go back to where I was before this, because this is my first. This is my third attempt to date since my last relationship, but it's my first real attempt, like at getting somewhere with somebody quality. So it's like, okay, it's some trauma somewhere. So I have to attribute it to the space I was in before that, which was just this peace. If you don't have to have an obligation to somebody, and then all of a sudden, it's like you're risking peace, you're risking happiness, you're risking. So I need to figure out how to work through that, or how to gain my want to work through problems and there's other stuff too, like give my time to, because I'm an introvert. I'll stay in the bed all day, all week, all month, all year.
Oh, okay.
But now you have to go on dates. Now you have to spend time. Now you have to. So I'm trying to transition back into that, because I'm like that with my friends too. My friends want me to hang out, and I'm like, no. So it's not that I don't love him, I don't like him, I'm not interested, I don't desire him, but it's something going on mentally that needs to be healed professionally, psychodynamically. So
yes. Okay, hold on. So all this behavior started after the breakup.
What behavior? Me, peace.
You're like extreme introvert, and peace, like extreme peaceful introverted behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was like I'm so like you said, I'm free. I don't have to deal with none of that I dealt with to cause that breakup. So I'm free. I just want to. It's a sense of self and oneness that I just grew to love.
Yeah. Yes.
Woo.
So I'm gonna give you something. I divorced my ex-husband. We were separated for 1.5 years, and then he came flying back into my life in last April. And he had been banging down my door the whole time we had been separated. I had just kept no, stop, red light everywhere, block him. He would make accounts, block. And when he came back in April and I let him in, there was only one reason. Well, there were two reasons I let him in. One was because I loved him. That had not changed. But remember that freedom I told you about? When I let him back in, I wasn't afraid to let him back in, and I wasn't afraid of the worst parts of him. I wasn't afraid of the dark parts of him, because that freedom made me indestructible. Come on back here, church boy. That freedom made me indestructible. I was a fearless lover, and I didn't realize this is what it meant to love somebody, to be able to love them in such a way that you can love them and let them go if you have to. To love from a place of total freedom and purity. That does mean that to get there does require a lot of as you said, addressing the trauma, the residual, addressing the ego self that's clinging, that's attaching, that's etc. But you clean it all up, what's left is free, charitable love. So come or go, I remain. Be or not be, I remain. Show up, show out, I remain. I am remaining. So maybe you just need to realize, or just continue to just accept that I am for real okay. I am so okay that I can do this and still remain. And I don't have to shy away from my introverted ways or any of that, because I can't blow this if Landon is the one. I can't blow this if Landon is the one. And he can't blow this if he's the one. We can't blow this. We can't blow this. So we have to we have to stop thinking we can blow the right thing, because we can't. So sometimes what will hold us back is this idea that, oh my God, we do this. I realize you aggravate the hell out of me. I realize you're putting expectations on me. I get annoyed, then we can't be. But if that's the end result, it's because you were never going to be. This was never going to be to begin with. This was not going to become. It just wasn't. So then the real spiritual question is, how much do I really trust God with my fate? Because I'm accepting that I can't blow this. So am I willing to let go of what I think I can blow in order to have what I can't blow? Because I can't blow what's for me. I can't blow this. Can't blow this. So I think a part of your chill and relax is, I'm not sure if I want to fuck this up.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I want to give you an opportunity to come in a little closer, and I don't know if I'm ready to see the parts of you that may stress me out or aggravate me or turn me off, or that make this feel like a job. I don't know if you will feel that way about me, and I just kind of am afraid to kind of blow this, and you can't if It is.
If it is.
If it is, you can't blow this. You can't. He can't blow this.
It's written. It's
It's
already
already written. It's already written. It's already written.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
So you just sit in that. You know what? You got my number, so you just need to just program me in and keep me updated and talk to me and say, bitch, you got me up at 2 a.m. wrestling through some shit. Talk to me. And
you deep. You are deep. You I was about to, the only reason I'm not laid out across this love seat or running around here is out of respect for this interview, because I was laid the fuck out. They had to carry me out of here.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited for your discovery of the truth. And you just need to get past the fear. Just release yourself. Be free. Be free. Be free. Remember, you're free. You're free. You're free.
Free.
Free. You're free. So, music.
Mm-hmm.
Stand it through. Music. What the hell is going on with music? Are we getting an album? Are we getting tours? Are we getting music videos? What's coming?
Whew. All right. Excellent.
Yes. Excel.
Shoot, they do.
Because I can keep you here all night. So
I saw you and Tremel was on like 3 hours.
3 hours to the marathons we do over here.
But it's good stuff. This is all good stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Music. Yes. No album.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why no album.
Okay.
Why no album? Because nobody cares.
Wait, what does that mean? What is that?
Nobody cares.
What?
Album. Who wants the album? My family and my friends. When you pay attention to the market of the music industry,
mm-hmm.
See, how can I say this? You want to pop. You know what I'm saying? What mm-hmm. you want to do is you want to become Beyonce. You want to become Jay-Z, right? So yes. you have to pay attention. And right now, I feel like where the market is, we're very in the season of, in mm-hmm. the culture of a hit song. A catchy song. It's all about a catchy mm-hmm. song, a hit song. So I don't want to put out an album because it's not necessary right now. I feel like I have a good song. I feel like mm-hmm. I recently wrote another hit song. So I don't mm-hmm. want to just put out a body of work with maybe 10 songs and only 2 of them are great. Mm-hmm. And the rest of them are distracting you from even on my Apple Music page looking for the hits. Mm-hmm. So I could have said that better, but no, my focus right now is to craft a great song and hopefully it catches on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so just focusing on one masterpiece at a time.
That.
Just yes. Okay. Are you enjoying that era, or do you miss the era where it was about a body of work rather than a single piece of art?
I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is I don't like music. As
what?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I like music. I don't love music as most singers probably would. Like the music that I love, it'll always be like I'm old school, 70s, 60s, mm-hmm. early 80s. So my era is over with. I always got that at my disposal. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I miss album culture. Single culture is fun. I don't really know. Like,
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. So music is not per se a passion; it's just a gift, is what it sounds like.
there we go. There we go. You know
Not
what
a
the
passion; it's just a talent.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you, the passion is singing and performing.
Okay.
Creating music is it's a hobby that I just so happen to be good at.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think I release one song every year. Somebody made that joke, and it was it was true.
Okay.
But
So you're passionate about entertaining. You don't care if the show you're putting on is curated, written, and created by somebody else. You just like the you just like to actually entertain, to bring it into expression through you. Okay.
yeah, I like to I
Okay,
like
all right.
the display in the presentation. Yeah.
You know what's so funny is there are people dying to get on charts, and ironically, the person who don't give a damn about creating is the person who's charting
Oh,
musically. You've been on a billboard. Isn't that the irony? That's the gag of it all.
I know it's crazy. Not, I'm very blessed by that. Very like my song has done something. And the crazy thing, I'm on 2 nationally syndicated radio stations on in daily rotation, like every day in
Wow.
Louisiana. So it's very like my song has accomplished some great things. I'm blessed by it, but I'm just
Yes.
more strategic about my artistry.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
I'll love it when the money start pouring in how I want it to.
Okay, so what's happening around you musically then? Like, do you have management? Are you doing any type of artist development work? Like, what does your life look like with your art?
You know what? No management, no backing, no team.
Okay.
No,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I'm a one man band, and I've been a student of the game for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I crafted my artistry um, by watching Trey Songz's journey from
Yeah.
2005.
Mm-hmm.
I always say he's the last R&B singer that went through um, a thorough artist development, which is why
Mm-hmm.
he'll never be broke.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the question? What does my music look? Yeah, it's just me. It's
It's you.
literally
Okay.
just me. But I will say, as far as my singing career, um, I was just tapped as one of the frontline singers for this musical entertainment group. So I will be touring with them and
Oh my
doing
goodness.
productions
Mm.
and shows and stuff.
God, that's exciting as
It's a
hell.
big deal. It's like my biggest gig yet.
I need MVP tickets so I can come and shake my titties.
Oh,
On the I need all that.
if
I
I'm ever in South
need all that.
Carolina, you're gonna be the first person I call.
Yes, God. Like, but look, I travel. Just
Oh, good.
give me the ticket. I shows the hell up. You know what's so funny? You would be great for Afro Punk. Have you heard of Afro Punk Festival?
I don't know much about it, but I was supported Charlie on his climbs, Charlie Exile on
Mm-hmm.
his climb to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't
Would
know.
that ever be something you would be interested in doing?
It's what is it? It's just like it's a music festival similar to like a Coachella.
Very similar to a Coachella, just very Afro punk ish. So it's all like the aesthetic is crazy. Like, I mean, people come out in the drones to put on their garbs, and it's one of the most culturally diverse festivals that any person could experience. And to just see that many melanated spectrum people
Yes.
just bringing all of their glory together. I mean, the whole thing is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You have to if not perform, you guys to at least go
Oh
to
yeah.
if we ever get an opportunity for that world again, you have to go. But yes, okay. So before we move to socks, where can the people find your music? Where can they find your music? Download your music, stream your music, etc.
Yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm on all streaming platforms as Array. My stage name is Array, Array. So you can literally type. It's to the point where you can type it in and it's popping up now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, God, thank God for algorithm.
That's exciting. So yeah, Array.
Yes. Array. Okay. Array, you guys. And I'm going to leave all information in the description box. Okay. Now, a man who wears many motherfucking hats. You out here
I love you.
working the sock industry. I live for socks.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
I am
do
a
too.
fan of your designs. What inspired your sock business? Like, when did you realize, you know what? I can do this. I love this. I want to do this. I'm going to do this.
Let me tell you, it's not my passion, but it's something.
Oh, here you go. we got a lot of talks to have, okay? we got a lot of talks to have.
I'm gonna tell you, when I went on Wheel of Fortune, right?
Mm-hmm.
Went on Wheel of Fortune game show, won the show, got my prize money. I said, okay, I'm not a material person. I'm not gonna spend it on clothes and nothing. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I need to invest in myself. So I literally just surveyed the radar, and I didn't see, I knew a shoe plug. I knew somebody who was doing t-shirts, and like I like crazy socks. So I was like, I need to come out with a sock line. So I literally just did my research, surveyed different manufacturers, and what I literally do, I subcontract through a manufacturer, and so it's basically like wholesale.
Wholesales, yes.
And it's been thriving.
Bundles, honey.
Yes, it's been thriving since 2016, and I used it as a vehicle to fund my music career. So that's why I say I'm not passionate about it. But the crazy thing is, even when I'm not promoting, like, people are still buying socks. So it's just, God has been so good to me. Yes.
He's really good at things he's not passionate about. What a blessing.
I know. It's such a gift.
Oh my God. Now I bet you, for a man who creates and distributes socks, you probably aren't even a feet guy.
I'm gonna tell you something. On a whim, I've had some feet in my mouth, but it ain't something that I look for. I don't even like seeing them, really.
Okay. Maybe we need to stay there for a second. Okay.
Man, I hope none of my friends watching right now.
What would be the gender of the feet that have ended up in the mouth of the throne?
The gender? Oh, wow. I don't think any women's feet have been in my mouth.
Some people might find that nasty.
You think so? Why?
Because I think people think women's feet are cleaner.
Oh,
because
okay.
I guess women maintenance their feet more than men. So why these feet? Did you like the way they looked? Tell us about why these feet appealed to you.
And I'm not even, like, I'm not a freaky person, but
right.
I guess when you're just in the moment. And you know what? The pair of feet that have been in my mouth, they were good looking as feet. You know what I'm saying? This is years and years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, just on a whim. Like, okay, they're there. I'm here. Let's put them in the mouth.
Okay. So did they have to be good looking to end up there, or did how much of what was happening in the moment, like, they could have looked any kind of way and it would have ended up in your mouth?
No.
Okay.
They looked good. They looked tasty.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I have some interesting shows you're gonna be a part of in the future. You be ready for some requests, okay?
It starts.
And I want my damn socks.
So it starts.
Okay. So closing out, even though your season is not complete yet, what have you taken away from reality TV? And how has your family responded to Like, what does mom had to say? Now you a big G status star out there, making the family proud. Like, got clout behind your name. Like, what would you be doing a season 3? Like, is this something you can see yourself doing long term? Could you see yourself being in media this way?
You know what? You are so cute. My mom will never watch 1 second
What?
of GSTATUS.
No. Well, I can understand. I can.
No.
I can.
But
what I will say, at least about you, is you probably have some of the most watchable scenes because you're so not messy. You're so not doing anything that's compromising to your character. So I would think that you would. No, okay.
No, and here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very stern, very stern mom. Very
Okay.
old school, traditional values.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even say the word hell around her, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm cursing on in confessional, saying fucking all that. Nah, she won't even know where to find this show.
Ooh, okay. Would you be embarrassed if she called you one day and said, "I saw episode 1 through 8"?
But this is the type of mom she is. She's not with her knowing that I'm cursing, because I've told her that.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to watch it. She feels like that'll disrupt her spirit. You know them church mamas.
Yes. My baby, my Christian baby. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not gonna.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, how do you feel now being thrusted in? And how have you dealt with some of the criticisms from the show? Like, has anything happened that just like that really mess with you mentally and emotionally? And what is your process? Because I think we're living in an age where a lot of people want visibility, a lot of people want to be in the spotlight, but I think a lot of things that we don't talk about as those who are in media or who have some level of visibility is we don't, people think it's all good and they don't realize there's also a lot of negativity that comes with this too. You have to deal with people critiquing the shit out of you. You have to deal with people saying some of the ugliest, most crazy things about you. You have to deal with you just have to deal with kind of some people turning you into a caricature. And you have to also deal with like other people in a way being in control of your story. Like there's people telling your story for you. There's people interpreting you in ways that are not honest and not truthful. So how has your experience been of that? Has it been more good for you than bad? And just what has the bad been like? How have you dealt with the bad?
Great question. Fortunately for me,
Mm-hmm.
I think getting to know me and being what other people call the breath of fresh air in reality TV, most of it has been good. I will say I struggled at the beginning. I won't even say at the beginning because I came on with a clean slate. I was just trying to make it through the episodes. Like I was watching the episode, like, all right, made it through number 1. All right, cool. All right, number two.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think when I got to the comments, and that's one thing Tramel told me. Not my mama, baby. I promise.
Right.
Not my mama. I get it. Not my mama. I don't understand. My mama, like, she just trying to deal with me being gay, so she don't want to hear about no goddamn sleeping.
Baby steps, baby steps, yes.
Lord. But I had trouble.
Because none of you bitches know me. Don't none of you bitches know me. Don't none of you bitches know me. None of you.
I need to come out with a shirt. None of you bitches know me.
Come on, Evelyn. Yes. You got to capitalize off those moments. I got to optimize.
But yeah, I struggle with the comments at times when the word hoe came out, and it was like, some people are, when that episode, it was just like, oh, I keep trying to sleep with everybody. And when the reality is that you're not interested in nobody on this cast. Nobody. But fortunately for me, that was the worst of it. Other than that, I feel like my takeaway, I have appealed to the people that I needed to appeal to.
Mm-hmm.
My type of people are now connected to me.
Yes.
And it's been, like you say, open the door of visibility. Now, what I will never become comfortable with, well, not comfortable, familiar, is at one point, it was DMs every single day. And I don't like attention. So
that's interesting.
that was the most different thing for me. Like the attention. Oh, you so fine. You so handsome. Oh, I love you. I'm a fan of you. And I was just like, oh, this is different. This is new to me.
Yeah.
But it's been positive. Like my takeaway, I'm glad that I led with grace. I led with character. I led with who I am genuinely.
Yeah.
Didn't have to create a character, led with character. And it was good.
It was good.
Would I return? I have no idea. The return of the contract would have to be different.
Amen. Hallelujah to that. Yes. Okay. Let me see. There was something that you just said that sparked a thought, and I just wanted to get it out before I let you go. My God. Oh my God. Okay, I guess it'll come back to me. Jesus. Oh, whole season. Are you going to? Okay, like maybe you also need to tell Landon. Okay, like let's back off a little bit and let me get this whole season out of me just real quick. I just need to.
Oh no! I'm good on that.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so you're good on that.
But you know what? Here's what I don't want to. I said this in my last interview. I don't want to paint the picture like I'm a saint. I've had casual sex.
Right. But that's very different from a whole season.
Yeah, that's different from a whole season.
And from being a hoe. Yeah.
Right. And I've had desires and attempts to do things that just did not fall through, but I've had my casual moments, but I never been out there with the intent to just be out here every night, knocking them down, racking up bodies. This is just not my thing. And the thing is, when you don't come from a past of doing it, there's no interest in having it. That's just like when my dad not being a part of my life. It was nothing to miss. God bless you, Mayberry. I see you're a nice sweetheart.
I told you the folks love you. You are a fan favorite. Wow. Okay.
Right back.
So so just so that we're clear, what would you tell these bottoms right now? Do they need to stay out of your inbox officially, or do they still got time to submit applications, resumes?
Listen, at the moment, I'm not interested in that. I don't have the capacity to entertain it. And then right now, like I'm abstinent. Like I'm really wanting to dig into the innermost parts of myself to find out how to go forward. So it's almost like a fast from certain things.
Yes.
Yeah. So no bottoms. No.
Wow.
You are so funny.
Okay, you guys heard it first, honey. He's self-loving. He's in the master class right now. Okay. So is there anything that you want to say to the people about anything while you have the opportunity to?
Definitely. I would be remiss. How do we use that word, remiss? I would be remiss if I didn't say this.
Come on.
I will say there are a lot of platforms. There are a lot of media opportunities. There are a lot of interviews and sit downs where I've shared in dialogue. I was very fortunate.
He being funny.
He's
he being funny.
Very fortunate, but I want to commend you in the way that you conduct your interviews. You have a new fan in me. I'm thankful that we're connected now. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
People are good at what they do, but I can tell that you have a craft that you have polished. So that's all I have to say. I want to thank you for making space for me, my brand and GSTATUS, and I'm really big on calling a thing when it is a thing. Yeah, and I don't do this in all my interviews, but I thank you for your journalism, because I'm call it what it is. You're good at it, so I wish you the best. Thank you for having me, and if you ever need me in capacity again, I'm available.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you for that, for one. You were wonderful, insightful. I could tell you were comfortable. You gave us a great show. People enjoyed the hell out of this live. You have a lot of new fans, and we're gonna be buying up them damn socks to make you rich in this season. Okay, so
send me your mail stuff too.
I will. Tell the people where they can find you and all your social media handles.
You can find me everywhere at Voice of Array. I haven't made it to OnlyFans, so everywhere else is Voice of Array.
You guys heard it first. Voice of Array. Okay, you guys check this inbox out in 15 minutes. I'm going to have it loaded with everything where you purchase, look at music, socks, merchandise, Instagram, and everything. Thank you so much. You stay your ass around behind the scenes. You just stay right there.
I will. Thank you for having me. It was a delight.
Absolutely. Well, you guys heard it there first. You guys got the exclusive, honey. We got exclusive tea. We got transparency. We got everything that I knew we would get from my fave. I think I am a good judge of character. Okay. So share, like, and subscribe, you guys. If you guys catch this replay, enjoy yourselves. I love you so much. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thanks also to the friends of the show and production who came through, okay, and showed love as well. Thumbs up this video. And I will talk to you guys soon. Check out GSTATUS ATL Hustle Season 2 if you haven't. Just type it into YouTube. Some people were asking for links. You will get your whole entire life, okay? I love you guys, and I will see you guys Wednesday for a show on pro-vaccinations with these epidemiologists, okay? That's coming as well. Love you all.